Whoa. Do you know what I notice? I never see any black men digging up the mummies in the place they call Egypt. I've not seen that. But yet still the black man is so smart and witty. He know everything about these mummies that the white man dug up in my grandfather's land. Now they said they're scholars, but they don't have a shovel and pick. You know the first black man that go up in there, Dr. Ben, he didn't use a pick and shovel. He just speak about the people because he know the language. He was born in Ethiopia, but he didn't grow up in Ethiopia, but yet still he know the language. And now every black man now becomes smart and they know about the pyramid so they can speak on that. And the people that call it pyramid is a white man. You want to call him Italian? They're all white people. And that's how smart the black men become. Now if you're not smart like them, they don't want to talk to you. Because they know everything about the mummies. They know everything about the tomb. They know everything about the pharaohs, as the white man called them. So now you can't say nothing to them. They're too smart for themselves. They're not going into Sudan to dig up the place and see if they can see some mummies. People are living there. They're not going into Ethiopia to dig it up and find what is there. But yet still they're smart. And that's the problem I'm having with my black people. All of a sudden we become very smart. Talking about mummies and talking about dead and talking about magic and talking about Anunnakis and hung the condo, whatever. Homo sapien, Homo sapiens. We all become smart now. They know everything. They're scientists. But yet still we don't have any food for our people. People are dying in Ethiopia from starvation. People is dying in the Caribbean. And all these smart men is not doing anything. They elaborate on all these icons that they know of to a great extent, but they're not doing anything for their people. If you're trying to make a little money, I guess it's okay. But you're fooling your people that you know when you don't. Because none of them is coming up with when these people die and when they was born. They're coming up with names. And the white men give all these names to all these mummies. How you know is that mummy? How you know? When there's no name. There's no birth paper into this grave. or into the wall of the place you call the pyramid. Now they say they cipher out the hieroglyphic. And I said in my program before, look, stop playing crazy. The people that do that language, those people die and gone long time ago. Also their children. And their grandchildren did not get to learn the language because the white men put them into brutality and captivity. So all those signs of all those animals and all those birds, they don't know. Some of those things are magical. The woodpecker, the raven, the turtle dove, the wild dog, the alligator that you saw on the wall, as we call them, names, alligators. They have magical power within them. And all these smart guys that is scientists, all they can do is talk about them, but they don't know the magical power. The owl, the eagle, the falcon, they're all magical power birds. I have not seen one of them speak about that. The rock pigeon, but they are so smart that they can speak about the mommies, but they're not digging anything up that they can have their own proof. I have proof of all these birds that is on the wall of the pyramid, as you call it. They have magical power. And I use their magical power for my purpose. And sometimes I help other people with those magical power. They can't do that. No. Because they're reading from a book that the white man made up with all the stuff of the place they call Egypt. And they're trying to cipher out what the white men put together. Look, stop being fooled. These people did not use vowels in their language. Don't get shit twisted. They did not use any vowels. Look, we don't have to go through all these bullshit talking, all type of games. They just use vowels only. That's what they have. So therefore, you cannot go and change and put a vowels to the language and change it and say it's what it is. They only use consonant. So if the language only based on consonant only, you can take one of the consonant out and put the vowels there. You're playing games with the language and fooling the mind of the people. Am I making any sense? If one of their words have 5 consonants and you take one out and put a vowels there, you are bullshitting. Plain and simple. You try to make up something that is not. I don't care what you said. I don't want to hear that bullshit. So therefore you cannot cipher the language. And who cipher the language? The white man. It doesn't matter if he's Italian or German or Dutch or Danish, wherever he's from, he's a white man. I don't see no black man cipher it out. I know what it is. We don't know what they call the eagle in those days. Or the falcon. We got new name for those. The falcon is an English word. But by we know the birds and they have the magical power, we know what it's good for. The woodpecker, we call it woodpecker. But you do not know what those people call that bird in those days. But we know the magical power for that bird. And we can take him and take out all the magical power and use it for our gain. Very simple. Everybody don't call it a woodpecker. The morning dove is on the wall. We can take the morning dove and take the power from the morning dove. We don't know the name of that dove, what they call it. So we need to stop fooling the mind of the people so they can understand. And once they understand, it will be better. So we can't understand, we're going to go into the bottom pit, man. Straight up. And once we're in the bottom pit, we just stop like a band-aid. Because we're not going any place. We're not going any place because we fight among ourselves. And that's what's going on. Everybody's scientists now. Huh? Everybody's scientists. Fighting among themselves. When our people is dying from starvation and all type of disease. And they're not going out there to rectify that. But yet still they're very smart men. Very smart men and very smart women. In the meantime, your people is dying. And you have nothing to say. Nothing absolutely to say when your people is dying. See the man with the wool? That's your people. And if you want to say those people are not your people, you're just wasting time. You do not understand what you're saying. And sometimes we do not understand what we're saying because we're speaking in the English language, which is not our language. So we get stuck like a band-aid again. So all I'm telling my black men to wake up and stop being a fool with the ways of the white man. Peace. I'm out of here. Respect.